most awarded in Cleveland. News 5 at 6 starts now.
A warning tonight after two senior citizens were scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars.
It's terrible. I mean, it's so, again, they're preying on these victims because of fear and panic and manipulation.
The victims first tricked online. Then the scammers take it a step further, showing up at their homes and stealing their money.
For them to actually appear on your front door, I feel would be extremely upsetting and violating to anyone.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Katie Houston, in for Rob Powers. Our Bob Jones talked with police and experts about what you need to look out for to protect yourself. And this is a story you'll see only on News 5.
Two theft deception police reports filed in Akron this month show a 75-year-old woman was scammed out of $70,000 and a 74-year-old woman was taken for $86,000.
It's terrible. This is terrible, and of course they prey on the elderly.
Detective Troy Looney says in both cases, fake pop-ups appeared on the victims' computers, claiming their accounts were hacked. There was an investigation, and the seniors should withdraw large amounts of money in order to protect it.
So essentially they pose as Microsoft, and then these scammers say, I work for the Federal Trade Commission or a federal entity, and we need to protect you.
Looney says the women took out tens of thousands from their banks and were told to wait for a courier. Adding to the alarming crimes, strangers did show up at the victims' homes in the Firestone Park and Ellett neighborhoods and took their money.
It's completely devastating. $80,000, $70,000, that could be everything that they've been able to save up for retirement.
Devin Weckerly Lambert from the Better Business Bureau of Akron says more than 200 scams have been reported to the BBB's scam tracker this year, but nothing like what Akron police are currently investigating.
The fact that these people's homes were essentially violated by the scammers by showing up to their front door really stood out to me as unique, a very unique aspect of this.
Next level of bold.
Exactly.
Detectives called the criminals heartless, forcing the seniors to cope with a huge loss of money and a range of emotions.
They're upset, they're embarrassed.
The victims told police the scammers drove out of the neighborhoods with the cash, but police only have vague descriptions of those vehicles. Looney says if you suspect a scam, call police right away. The BBB offers more advice.
If you are interacting with someone who says, I need you to pay this large sum of money up front, you absolutely do not want to be sending out any amount of cash in large quantity.
Akron police have also referred the cases to the FBI and BCI's Cyber Task Force, hoping those agencies can also track some possible leads. Detective Looney says he will also connect with banks to see if there's anything he can do to help the victims get their money back. In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.
And here are some more tips from the BBB to avoid becoming a victim of a scam like this, the one Bob just told us about. Avoid putting your personal information on websites that you are not familiar with. Be wary of sites that redirect you to different websites many times. And watch for red flags, like someone reassuring you to buy something and pressuring you to do that and to give up your money. And if you realize that you have become the victim of a scam, in the conversation with that person, write down as much as you can remember. List any information you gave them. Change your passwords. Call whomever the scammers were pretending to be. Report it to authorities, and then make sure you watch your accounts for any suspicious activity.